What is up, my butter biscuits? So in today's video, we're going to be talking about Trisha Paytas coming forward and saying that Jeffree Star did talk trash about her behind her back. If you guys did not see, a couple weeks ago, this guy named Tab, who was in Vegas with Trisha and Jeffree Star and Rich Lux and all of them, had came forward and said that Jeffree Star was talking trash about Trisha behind her back. However, they both came forward and said, no, this is not true. Our friendship is great. He even came on Snapchat to set the record straight and say, no, we're like this. However, she just said in her video posted yesterday that that is not true. So I took all the bits and pieces of that video to put them together for you guys to take a look at. And we're going to talk about it today because I'm just like, this is really shady. And honestly, like, I don't know. I have like this like pet peeve of people talking trash behind people's back. I just don't like it. If you guys know me at all, if you guys have ever been on my live videos, I am somebody that whatever I say it directly to the person's face, because it's kind of like if I say it behind their back, it's like, it's not saying it behind their back. You get me? Because I already said it to your face. So things like this just really bother me. And I think that it shows Jeffree's true colors. But I was just really curious your guys' opinion as to why Trisha lied about it to begin with. Maybe she's just really scared. I don't know. We'll go over all the details within this video. So if you guys are interested in that, of course, go ahead and keep on watching. If you guys are new here, make sure you guys hit the subscribe button, turn on your post notifications so that you guys get notified when I upload a new video. Make sure you guys give this video a big thumbs up. I would really appreciate that. And let's go ahead and get into it. All right, y'all. So the first thing that I want to go ahead and start off with is the text message from Tab. This is actually from Dustin Daly. He created a video about this and he had the DMs from Tab himself. And this is where he reached out to Trisha Paytas to let him know what was being said about her behind her back. Also, I want to get your guys' opinion about this before I read it. If somebody was saying something behind your back and you barely knew them, would you still reach out to them and tell them? Let me know. Really curious. Anyways, hey Trisha, damn, I don't know where to start, but I will say me and Jeffree are not friends anymore. And I know he says crazy stuff all the time, just kidding and being wild and non-PC stuff. But I sent you a message after we met and said you were the realest person in the room. I was being cryptic in a way. I didn't want to hurt your feelings, or I didn't know if you cared because I didn't know you well. But the night you didn't come out with us after we got back from the club, Jeffree, his hair guy, and makeup guy were saying such bad stuff about you. Calling you fat and saying you had horrible skin and stuff about your hair and money and so many mean things. You don't have to believe me, but I promise it's the truth. And I stood up for you and said I liked you. And they said you make... And that's where it's like cut off. I can't see the bottom portion of it, so I don't know what else was said. But this is her response to Tab, and which she actually said, I'll play the clip for you guys in a bit. This is where she actually came forward and said those DMs are true. They're real. Because she was like brushing it off as if everything was like fake. And I'm just kind of like, girl, why lie about it and now say it's true? Like, make up your mind. Anyways, wow. Hey, thank you for this. I believe you 100%. He said a lot of things to my face that made me feel awful that trip. Hence why I left early. It is hard because I truly loved him, and I know if I confront him, I will get backlash. You will, and ultimately, I'll be the one canceled. It was the first time I saw his true colors. I'm in the same boat, though. I just hate drama, and I'm just glad you let me know. I've kept my distance since that trip, and this is just more confirmation. It sucks to hear it, but I'm glad you told me. You were so cool to me, and I'll always appreciate that. This is the thing, honestly, you guys, like, when I, like, found out about this, I low-key got so irritated because if you guys know me at all, if you guys have ever been on my lives, I've had these conversations with my friends. I am somebody that whatever I have to say, I'm going to say it to your face directly. You won't hear me saying it behind your back to other people, or if I do, it's something that I already told you to your face. You get me? This to me is so shady because imagine how hurtful that is. Like, obviously she already knows about her weight. She obviously already knows about her skin. These are probably complexes that she has. These are probably insecurities that she already has. And he's going over there saying it behind her back. To me, that is just so grimy. And I just, it just really, like, it really validates to me that he is like the Regina George of the beauty community. I don't know if you guys remember in Mean Girls where she's like, oh my God, cute skirt. And then the girl's like, oh my God, thank you so much. And she's like, oh, that's the ugliest effing skirt I've ever seen. It's like, what? Like, why do you need to be that way? I just don't understand. So I just got really after seeing that, but I'm glad to know that she finally came out and said that it was true. Anyways, for now, I'm gonna go ahead and play you guys the clip of Tab speaking for himself, and then I'm gonna go ahead and play you guys some recordings of her speaking about it on her podcast.
I continue to make fun of this person all day, talk about how bad their skin was, body shame them, talk about their weight, talk about their past drug abuse, talk about their recovery, the most disgusting, horrible things for him, his crew who does hair and makeup, who works in industry, to say
a situation like this recently, actually. It's like, hey, like, you're a good person. I just thought I should let you know, like, you know, when you left, they were talking about your weight and your skin and your hair, and like just triggers all around. I was like, oh my fucking God. And it makes me so angry, and it gave me crippling anxiety where I couldn't breathe. And this is the night Shane actually FaceTimed me because I was so overwhelmed, and I never come to him with drama. This was a situation where I'm just overwhelmed, and it took him, we FaceTime for hours and tears, and he kind of said the same thing. It's like, why did that person even tell you, you know? Because some people think they're being a good friend, and I guess this is where this debate comes in, and you're gonna have your opinion on it, and I'll have my opinion on it. But my opinion is like, if it's gonna hurt the person, why tell?
Okay, so there you heard her talk about it within her podcast, as well as Tab speaking about it too. Now I'm gonna go ahead and play the clips for you guys in her video that was posted yesterday. This is where she actually confirmed that everything was true, and he was actually really petty and rude towards her on this trip, and that's why she left early and was in tears and speaking to Shane about everything. And I'm really curious to know what Shane's involvement was with this. Like, did he reach out to Jeffree and say, hey, this is really shady that you did this, like, why would you do that? Because Trisha and Shane are really close, so I'm curious to know. But anyways, let me go ahead and play this clip for you guys so that way you guys can see her confirming that it is all true now.
That Vegas trip, I came home in tears. I was crying. I was upset. Those DMs were real to that guy. It was not a good trip. And then he just confirmed what I felt on that trip. It was not good. So I'm not defending Jeffree because I don't know Jeffree like I know Shane. Shane's a good person. Jeffree, on the other hand, there was a lot of shady, petty shit. It's shit that I did not address. Okay, that I did not, and I can apologize. I can apologize without crying right now. Okay, because I'm 32 years old. Okay, I can apologize to Tab. I wasn't like, the DMs I sent him were real. I apologize for saying that they weren't. They were real. I did have a horrible, horrible experience. Not horrible. I had some horrible experiences in Vegas, but the overall experience wasn't bad. But for me, that's petty shit compared to what's going on in 2020 that I didn't feel the need to just say this. Nevertheless, cry over such. This is just crazy to see. And like I said, I am no longer like a huge Jeffree Star fan. I remember texting about my Balenciaga bag, and they said they threw out all the Balenciaga I just purchased in Vegas. I remember he gave me a gift, and because they ditched me that night so I couldn't go out to dinner, I stayed back in the hotel room. And then when I had to go get my camera out of the gift he gave me, which was a Louis Vuitton blue keepball, they gave to Rich Lux. In his text, he said, oh, sorry, we gave that, you didn't come out with us, so I gave your bag to Rich Lux, a Louis Vuitton blue bag, which I guess got stolen. I have my own with him, okay? I do. This is not deflecting, oh, Jeffree's my friend or whatever, you know? Because that was bullshit. That was bullshit.
In my honest opinion, you guys, I really feel like she was just scared to come out about it because everyone is just so scared of Jeffree, like so scared. And I guess he probably has said some really, really bad things to make these people so scared because everyone's kind of like, oh, if I show up dead, I'm scared for my life, like saying these types of things. And it makes you wonder, like, oh my God, like, what can he be saying to these people to scare them so much? So I think that she was really scared to come forward and say anything bad about Jeffree because she would receive backlash or be canceled. And I think that sucks. It just kind of seems like Jeffree Star is just so up here and he just looks down on everybody. And I don't know. I'm starting to see him in a whole different light. But y'all, I'll talk about that within a video because I am going to do my cremated palette review. I purchased it. I already spent the money on it. So I'm still going to do the review, but I'll mention what I feel about him within that video. I think that will be my last review of his products because I'm just getting really with him. Anyway, somebody commented to him, I was just wondering, since I hadn't seen you address after the rumors, if you guys are good, then that makes me really happy. Body shaming is something that I've also dealt with, so it's a sore spot for me and wanted to make sure she is okay. Have a good day, Jeffree. I gotta say, this is something about me too. I don't know if you guys know, but the whole reason why I built FBF, for those of you that know, you know, where I did my makeup inspired by snacks for the longest time, it was all about body empowerment, because I had been like told so many times, put down the junk food, you're getting too fat, you know. The whole reason why I built this was for body empowerment. So hearing things like this, it really triggers me. I'm like, oh, don't you make fun of my big girls, don't you do it. No, you tried to this. Oh, sorry, this is Jeffree Star's response. No, you tried to degrade me with your rude comment. Doesn't sound like like checking in on her. Sounds like believing a rumor and then being mean to me by using my friend's name. Not good for anyone's mental health. I feel like when he replies to people, maybe it's just me and everything that I've been witnessing about him. I feel like he's so manipulative with things. It's kind of like, fool, you know what you said. You said behind her back, like, just keep it real and be like, yeah, I was this, I was that, I was messed up, and own up to it. He's being petty. Let's really keep it real. But I'm going to go ahead and read to you guys one more. Oops, sorry. I'm going to go ahead and read to you guys one more tweet. That this is actually what Trisha Paytas had said, and this is where I guess a lot of people were confused. They're like, they don't know what to believe with Trisha. She says one thing, then another, but I get it though. I totally understand that she was scared to come forward. But she says, again, I can only say what I experience, hear, and see. Everyone on the trip was nothing but kind and wonderful to me, over the top so. I have a vlog where I'm in tears over what a great time I had. I don't know what else to say. See, it's kind of like she was trying to sweep it under the rug, but obviously more people keep bringing it up, and everyone's kind of like, oh, we see what a mean person Jeffree is, so girl, just come out with the truth. And she did within that video, as you guys saw. Anyways, y'all, let me know your 2 cents on this whole matter. Don't forget to answer my question too. Would you guys be like Tab and actually let her know if this is somebody that you haven't really hung out with or seen before? In my honest opinion, I probably would, but I would stop associating with that person, just like he did with Jeffree, because I think that that's really shady. I don't want to be around people who are talking trash about people like that. To me, that's just so grimy, and shame on Jeffree for being that way. Like, I thought he was so much better than this. I thought he'd grown as a person, and I was wrong. I was completely wrong. But y'all let me know your 2 cents on everything, and I'll catch you guys on my next video. Peace out, Girl Scout.